Well, hello everyone, welcome back to How to Beat Halo Wars. This is a walkthrough guide of the campaign of Halo Wars. This is Mission 3, Relic Interior. It's kind of a shorter mission in the game. Pretty straightforward. You actually don't do any base building in this. So it's a little bit more of a simplified approach. We pretty much have to go in and see what exactly the Covenant were doing inside this relic. So we kind of start where we left off on the last mission. Now, if memory serves me right, there's either a black box or a skull on this side that I think we get to later. You'll have to forgive me. The location of the black box and the skulls, I'm doing from memory, and it sometimes fails me. This mission's really great in understanding how the vehicles work, just how well they just annihilate infantry. You're going to want to be as cautious as possible with these Grizzlies, because these are the two main Grizzlies that you get, and I actually don't think you get any more. The game is telling you, just make sure you use your Y ability. These Grizzlies should start getting some veterancy as time goes on, and I believe we'll also get some resources that we can eventually drop a heal and repair to heal the health of these Grizzlies. And the higher difficulties, this mission can get a little challenging, and if you're playing with in co-op, I believe each one of you gets your own Grizzly. I'm just keeping an eye out for that black box. This map is really small. I could have swore it was up front. I'll have to look it up and let you know. We are going to get a couple of hero units here in a little bit. Forge and Anders are kind of pinned down from messing with that control module. These doors on this other side of this bridge here, you're going to have Covenant infantry kind of continuously spawn out. And periodically you're going to see hunters appear. And one of the optional objectives is to clear out, I think it's 40 or 45 hunters. It showed up earlier on screen. I wasn't actually paying attention. There's some there. I recommend using your Y ability for those, because those are actually anti-vehicle units. You can see one of my Grizzlies got veteran here. And it may seem like this is quite a lot of units, but it's really not. Just take out these hunters, and you should be good to go. I think Anders can actually heal the Grizzlies, now that I think of it. You're going to get a bunch of infantry here.
Grizzlies. Well, at least I know how to repair them.
Okay, so she does know how to repair. So if you want Anders to heal, I just did the Y ability, and she heals them very quickly. Let's see if I can get a location on that black box for you. So I looked it up online. It looks like the black box should be right around here. Maybe I'm blind and I don't see it in this smoke. Maybe I actually do need line of sight. So we will pick that up on the way back. Also, the skull is going to spawn here, right at this console. So, I'd probably actually have a Marine squad hang out. I actually don't know if you can do hold position in Halo Wars 1. I don't think you can. So just be mindful. You could always make them a group. So Halo Wars won't tell you, but it has this functionality. You can select a unit. If you're on PC, you can hit Control and then a number for those units. So I did that as Group 1. So if I press the number 1 key, you can see it'll just like that Marine squad. So just keep that in mind. I haven't seen a whole lot of hunters come through these doors here. This bridge is going to fail as we approach. It's going to be a cutscene here. I love that the grunt goes flying. Just putting in the typical Halo Wars, or the typical Halo humor that you find in the games. And these Marines do have the grenade throw ability. And then I'd actually recommend you put a Marine in this cover here. Get some line of sight. Anders is going to need to mess with the controls, so the rest of the Marines, not you, can kind of guard and cover. Meanwhile, we can have the Grizzlies. So this door is going to blast open. You could put one Grizzly here, and then like the other Grizzly here. And then if you want like some backup, bring over Forge. And it's going to be a lot of hunters, so the canister shell is great. This is a great way also to get the number of hunters needed for the skull. Just hang out here. And it's kind of monotonous. It really is. On higher difficulties, this is actually a challenge, but for the sake of this guide, I'm playing on normal. And this is quite easy. It kind of gives you a break before the next mission, which is Arcadia City, one of the hardest levels in the game.
Let's go. Got it. The bridge is operational.
So I think just to be on the safe side, I don't want all the Marines to leave, because just in case like that one Marine squad dies, I don't want to be cut off from the skull. Optional, use the bridge to kill Covenant units. I don't actually see any Covenant units on here. Looks like something's taking care of them over there. There are some wraiths. Let's see here. This mission's almost a little bit too easy on the normal difficulty. I mean, you can see this wraith, it isn't doing any damage like at all.
Local units.
Just kind of making sure that we're clearing out everything. There are a few hunter squads over there. I may send my Grizzly back. Let's just kind of sweep around and make sure that we got all the Covenant forces. Looks like we did. So let's send this Grizzly back. We'll clear out those hunters. That sounded extremely violent. The screen was shaking at like a million. There's not too many. It's fine.
Sergeant Forge, we got your back. Get Anders out of here.
Ready to work.
So I'm afraid this mission will end if I try to sneak out of here. I think it needs all the units, so let's just send one Marine squad to like casually sneak by. Meanwhile, I'm going to send this Grizzly over here to try and get some more hunter eliminations. No one sees anything. That's good. Very good. There we go. So we're at 20 out of 45. So we're just going to need to hang out just a little bit longer. We'll send this Marine squad over there. See if we can get line of sight on that black box. Now, I think you actually do fail the mission if the Grizzlies die, so just be cautious of that. We're at 28. I actually do think we're just going to need to sit here for a while.
What do you want?
We can put some Marines in this tower. Just for some extra defense. And unfortunately, we're going to need to just sit here for a little bit, so I'll probably just cut to when... to after when we complete that objective, because I really don't want to waste your time. So it is confirmed. Here is the black box. Guarded by a jackal squad. There's black box number 3. Well done. So after sitting here for a few minutes, looks like hunters will continuously be spawning kind of towards the end here. So this should be right at 45, taking these guys out. And then there's that skull. The cowbell skull. So we'll get that. And now we will head out of here to wrap up the mission. We'll just send everybody there. There's some more hunters over there. These Marines are heading out. I actually am unaware if all the Marines that are alive need to be at that landing zone. But I don't want to find out. So I just took all the Marines out of the cover. Okay, looks like the escort's complete. Which is kind of bizarre because no one's there. Get Forge and Anders. Okay, so you just need Forge and Anders. Kind of bizarre. You're going to leave all these other troops behind to kind of just get overrun by the Covenant. Well, there we go. That is Mission 3, Relic Interior. Hopefully this helped you if you were stuck on this mission. There is a playlist for all of the videos in this series on YouTube, so be sure to check that out. And this next mission is going to be a doozy. That is Arcadia City. That's going to be probably the most difficult mission in the game. So I hope you look forward to that. All right, that does it for me. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you, James.